Proper hockey. Jen Sherlock. This segment brought to you by the Judge Group, founded by Martin E. Judge in 1970, and still in Philadelphia, now in 35 cities across the U.S. and 3 countries across the world. Consulting, staffing, and training. The Judge Group brings you his favorite reporter right now, Jen Sherlock. Jen?
I loved that intro, Lou.
Thank you.
I'm sure Marty would too. I'm with Joe Vallee.
That's a great intro.
Longtime friend. We went to high school together. He also has one of the greatest websites in Philadelphia called phillytophilly.com.
For now. That's why we got a little bit of the facial hair going, but we can talk more about that later on.
Tune into his Facebook for more info on that.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, Joe is the mastermind behind this book called A Snowball's Chance. But first, speaking of chances, what do you think of the Flyers' chance this season?
I think they'd better pack up and get ready for next year. Danny Briere's got a concussion now. Bryzgalov has played okay, not horribly, but the defense has been thin all year. I think Paul Holmgren needs to get things together and ready, get things ready for next year.
Okay, now let's talk about the book here. Tell me about it.
Sure. Well, Snowball's Chance. Philly fires back against the national media. It's a book by the fans, for the fans, and Philly fans have been getting a bad reputation since the beginning of forever, it seems. And this is really a book that sets the record straight about a lot of myths and misconceptions about the Philadelphia fan. We've got athletes, we've got broadcasters, and Jen, if you read the fine print on line 2 there, look who's in that book. Look who's in
Brian
that book.
Propp
Number
himself.
26 is in the book.
Thanks for having me.
And Joe,
Brian
you have a question?
he was nice enough to contribute, so definitely need to give him props, no pun intended. I do have a question for Brian. Brian, what do you think is going to happen with Bryzgalov next year? Do you think they're going to amnesty him?
I think, Joe, the way Bryzgalov's played all year long, that they're going to stick with him because he's really given the Flyers a chance to be where they are, and without him, I think that they could be in a lot worse shape than they are right now. I think if you look at a couple of other players that have not performed that well, they're probably looking that way first of all. But I think Bryzgalov throughout most of the season has really been holding them in there, and they're going to have to rely on him. And it's difficult when you've got a #1 goalie to try to go out there and figure out, okay, if we lose this guy, who are we going to have after that? And they don't really have anybody else, so it would be like starting over again. I believe that they're going to stick with him.